Ron Howard, director of 13 Lives, Prime Video, looks back on some of his favorite holiday titles to introduce the Times Guide to Catching the Classics. This season, streaming has made it easy to watch virtually any movie at any time. It's also led movie viewing to become a more solitary experience. Why argue over the remote if there are enough titles and screens for everyone? But the holidays are still a time for watching with loved ones. There are a handful of films that I and my family still return to over and over again at this time of year. Rarely does a Christmas pass when I don't see It's a Wonderful Life. In fact, all year round, I reference that movie and its philosophy. The recognition that the choices each of us makes has a huge ripple effect resonates perfectly at Christmas, but should always be in the back of our minds. Personally and maybe unexpectedly, Scrooged, with Bill Murray, is another favorite in our family. My mom, Jean, is in it. She plays Mrs. Claus, who picks up some kind of automatic weapon and starts blasting away at the beginning of the film. It's hilarious, and directed by Richard Donner, who's directed everyone in our family in TV or movies. I also love The Homecoming, which was a 2-hour television movie on CBS in 1971. It was so successful that it spawned the series The Waltons. Earl Hamner Jr. wrote it, and it's a beautiful screenplay. As a young actor, I read that script and so desperately wanted to play John Boy. The Andy Griffith Show had ended a few years earlier, and I was the right age for it. But I couldn't even get an audition. I think they didn't want Opie to be John Boy. I can now understand why, but at the time I had just connected so strongly with the script. My dad had been about that age during the Depression, and told a lot of stories about it. That screenplay and the execution of it, including Richard Thomas' performance as John Boy, has caused me to go back and revisit that one many times with no bitterness whatsoever, nothing but appreciation. I often find myself watching A Charlie Brown Christmas. Its heart and its themes are in the right place. That's a half hour spent with a smile on my face. And, of course, there's Chuck Jones's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It only takes a half an hour and it's an absolute work of art. I loved making our feature version of The Grinch.